Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Kata B Fitness. My name is Kata, and today we are going to do a 10-10-10 workout. We're going to do 10 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of strength, and 10 minutes of mobility. During the cardio portion, I will show you ways to make the workout a little more intense by adding some resistance, and I will show you ways to make the workout a little bit easier by removing resistance and lowering the impact. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we're just gonna start with our right foot. We're gonna rock with a nice good heel toe. So we're just gonna start to wake up all the joints in our body. 4, 3, switching sides, left foot, toe up, heel up. We always want to make sure we wake up our ankles and our feet. It seems like something minor, but that's what carries all the weight in our body. Good. 4, 3, heels to the front, right, left. Just a nice good tap of the heel, bicep curls. 4, 3, 2, let's tap it to the side. We're going to add a nice good chest press. Now, I always keep up with the music. I want you to do what you can do. Go at your own speed, your own pace. 4, 3, toes to the back. We're gonna tricep press it back. So if I turn, I'm keeping my core braced. I'm just doing a little glute squeeze, and I'm reaching my hands back like I'm trying to touch my heels. 4, 3, knees up in front. We're gonna climb that ladder. So you can actually be climbing a rope, have your elbows forwards and your palms facing in, or you can really think you're climbing that ladder, palms are forwards. 4, 3, hamstring curls, reach and pull. Scrape the mud off the bottom of your shoe, add an open and a close of the fingers. 4, 3, 2, all right, feet hip width apart right here, up and back. So they can call these good mornings. If you add weights, they call them stiff leg deadlifts or Romanian deadlifts. Good, we're gonna slow it down. Bring it up, take it down. So up and down. Good, squeeze the glutes, push through the heels, up and down. Now we're gonna bring it up nice and tall. Take that right leg, circle the hip, all the way back around to the front. Up and back around, up and back. Good. 4, 3. Good, we've got 2 more on this leg. Last one. Bring it around, switching sides, up and back around. Now you can hold on if you need to. I want you to focus on working through that hip in the range of motion that you have. Good, 3 more, 3, 2, good, last one. Back in the center, take those feet hip width apart. We're gonna squat it down, down, and up. So start shallow, little bit of a tail feather tuck. We're gonna sit our hips back, stand tall. Down 2, up 2, right here, down 2, up 2, down, and up. Go as deep as you can. We wanna try not to drop our ears between our elbows. Good, forward step and reach right here. Forward step, bring it back. If you're ready and your knees are feeling okay, you can drop it into a mini lunge. 3, 2, side step and reach. Take it out and in. Now you can do side lunges. You may have to go at a slower pace, or this is a good balance drill. 2, backward step, drop it to a lunge, bring it up, arms overhead, reach, and down. Good. So open and close, overhead, reach. Good, we've got a couple more of these, so a couple more on each side. Nice, good, steady lunge. Reach it up. Good, one more time, open and in, arms up, up. Good, we're gonna march or we're gonna jog. Nice and easy. So if you need to, we have our low impact options, always, always. So today we're gonna start with our 10 minutes of cardio. Now you can make this a little more challenging by adding some resistance. You can make it easier by keeping it low impact. We're gonna do 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 10 exercises, no repeats. So the nice thing about this workout, no repeat workout. The only time we repeat is in the mobility at the end because we're getting those hips going. So we're gonna start. Give yourself a little bit of space. If you wanna make it harder, you're gonna hold a weight at your chest. You wanna be able to move side to side. So we're gonna take it down and we're gonna bob and weave and bring it up. So we're trying to think about a bob and a weave. All right, 45 seconds, your time is on. So good, 45 seconds, you wanna get low. Now you can just do a little crab walk, little side to side, crab walk and bring it up. So think if you were fighting, we're going over to the side. This is your low impact version. You wanna take it up, you're gonna get that little shuffle. You wanna try to hold it low right here. You wanna make it harder, you grab that dumbbell, you grab that kettlebell, and you take it side to side. So our cardio today, we've got side to side movement, and we have forward and back, and then in place. A little bit of everything. We got 5 more seconds. We're gonna go for a weighted jog. Weighted jog, good. Bring it up in the center. So low impact, march. Add those arms. You can take it up to a jog. You can add resistance for a weighted jog. 3, 2, and 1. So right here, weighted jog. Weight is at your chest. If you need to, you wanna add weights, you can march. This is okay too. The main thing is to make this work for you and your body and what you're able to do today. So we don't wanna lean and we don't wanna let that weight pull us forwards. We're just nice and tall. Yes, you can march, absolutely. You can march fast. Whatever you pick, I want those feet getting off of the floor. Off of the floor, so we don't wanna do little marches and our feet barely lift. We wanna make sure we get our feet off the floor, clear the floor, so we don't trip. We don't wanna trip, that's no fun. Good. Next exercise, jumping jacks. If you can, I want you to add an overhead reach. If you wanna add weights, go for it. If you don't, no stress, it's all good. 3, 2, 1, good. So jacks, jack press. You need to keep it low impact, but you still wanna use the weights. You can. This is your cardio. You do not have to use weights for this section. If you need, drop those weights, arms up. If you absolutely cannot do overhead, you're on restrictions, yes, you can do side raises. Even with the weights, you can do those side raises with your weights, getting a shoulder burn in here, yes? Nice, good reach. Push, push, deep breaths. It's okay if your push is out. We don't want to take our arms up overhead and arch our backs. 2 and 1. All right, Sumo Rocket. We're gonna do a squat, jump, and then a squat, and your jump does not have to be a jump. So squat, lift the heels, and then stand up. Squat, lift. Good, your time is on. Now option 1, you stand up, you pick up that weight, and then you do your jump. Up, down, lift. So pick it up, set it down, jump up. Remember, you have that option. You stand up, you pick it up, you heel lift, so you don't actually jump, you don't leave the floor, okay? But if you can, pick an item up, add a jump. Pick it up, add a jump. You can even add the weight, pick it up, heel lift, where you don't quite do a full jump. So we're adding a little power, but you make it work. You can always, good, last one. You could always just do a lot of quick body weight. Quick body weight squats. I can't talk today. We're gonna swing, we're gonna go skiing. 1 weight, 2 weights, your choice, here we go. Take it back, bring it up. Good reach. So we don't want to round and just fling. Really think, arm up. If you've got a pillow or think you've got a big fan, you're shaking out the sheets. Right here, we're going skiing. Got a couple of weights. Take it back, bring it up. Chest is tall. This is all hips. We don't want to squat and then front raise, right? It's a swing. Tap your backside to the wall, stand up. You got a kettlebell, you can go heavier, grab it right in the middle. Good swings. Good, we're almost done with this. We're gonna go for speed freaks. Good, bring it in. So it's a little bit like those crab walks. Give yourself a little space, grab a weight if you can. We're going to shuffle, shuffle, squat it down, shuffle, squat it down. Your time is on. Now if you need to, you can do this without a weight. You can do a nice good sidestepping squat, or you can even grapevine. If you want to keep it low impact, you can grapevine, yes? So if you don't want to shuffle, you can do a grapevine. I just want you to get your heart rate up, and I want you to think about doing some nice good side movement. We don't always go front to back. We don't always go forwards. Sometimes we skip out on going sideways, 10 seconds, and going backwards. I just have to be careful. The temperature changes, my floor is kind of good. Bring it in, bowing in the middle. I gotta try not to trip over that. All right, switch pulls. With or without weights. Squat, drive it back. Squat, drive it back. If you can, here we go. Grab a weight. Squat, drive. So the heavier the weight, the harder this is gonna be. Otherwise, good squats. Drive that elbow back. There's a pad. You're thinking, somebody's taking your purse. You're gonna elbow them. Back and forward. It's okay if your squat isn't deep. If you can go deep, if you can get close to the floor, go for it. If you can't, no worries. 10 seconds. So you make it harder, you add weight, make it lighter, take it away. Good job. All right, hop overs, step overs, grab something. The smaller it is, the easier this is gonna be, okay? You can even jump over a line in your floor. Here we go. So hop overs, right here. Hop and hop, make it easier. Hop, hop, make it even easier. Step over. The higher this is, the harder this is. The lower this is, the easier. If you just have a line, my little lift in the floor, you have a line, you hop over your line. You step over your line. Yes? You can make it higher impact and still make it joint friendly. So whatever we do, especially on the jumps, notice I'm landing with soft knees. I'm not landing locked out. That's gonna hurt. Good, soft knees. Awesome, amazing. You got this. So for this one, we basically have a high impact and a low impact, heel jogs or hamstring curls. I'm not doing any weights with this one. All right, here we go. So we're doing hamstring curls. We don't want to do hamstring curls and lift our knees up in the front. We're stretching out the fronts of the legs, bringing our heels back to our backside. You want to make it harder right here. Your knees are staying pointing to the floor. Yes, yes. If you want to, think about those old 80s music videos. Yeah. So just the good runs, or you can hold it in place. But we want to think heels to your butt. Pop a balloon behind your knee. 10 seconds to go. One more exercise. Plank walkouts. If you have a chair, you're going to step back into your plank, step forward to stand. Good. All right, a plank walkout. Squat it down. Walk it all the way out into your plank. Drop to your knees if you need to. Hips to heels. Walk it back. Stand up tall. Time is on. If you have a chair, squat it down, hands to your chair, shoulders over your wrist. Step back into a plank, step it forwards, stand up tall. We want to hold a good plank. We don't want to let our shoulders go behind our wrists. So we don't want our wrists and arms far away, even on a chair. Squat it down, walk it out. If you can, keep the legs straight as you walk it back and roll up. If you can't, that's okay. Walk it out, kind of drop the knees a little like you're pushing yourself back into a bear position. Roll yourself up. 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna finish mine up nice and tall. Your cardio is done. We're gonna walk it around. We're gonna grab some water. We're gonna set up, and we are going to do the strength portion of our workout. So we're just doing a nice good 10, 10, 10 today. 10 cardio, 10 strength, 10 mobility. So grab your water. We're just going to do a lower body exercise and then 2 or 3 upper body exercises, and that is going to be our pattern. So body weight is awesome. I want you to grab some weights. We're going for time, 45 seconds. I'm gonna do some stuff single-sided if I can, but you don't have to. You have a lot of options. We're going to start with deadlifts. Just a nice basic deadlift. You can do 1 dumbbell, you can do 2 dumbbells. Personal preference, I do an RDL. So it's not quite a stiff leg dumbbell, and it's not the deadlifts like you see in the Olympics, okay? When we did those wood choppers and those swings, that's what we're doing. If you watch your dumbbells, your legs, your dumbbell is going to go straight up and down. So if you watch your dumbbells from the side and you track the path, they go straight up and down. So they shouldn't be doing forward and back. They shouldn't come up and then boop out over your knees and then finish. Straight up and down, okay? Your hips are gonna go behind your knees. It's all right. So we're gonna start 45 seconds, deadlifts, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So nice neutral spine. So when I say flat back, this is not a flat back. This is a flat back. So neutral spine, hips back, squeeze the glutes to come up. So forward fold, and if you watch my dumbbells, you can see they're going straight up and down. They are not going forward and back or diagonally. Even if you have your arms in front, notice that my legs, or my dumbbells are going straight up my legs. It's okay if you don't touch the floor. Actually, you shouldn't. Because if you're touching the floor, odds are really good you're going into a stretch and you're collapsing at your chest and your shoulders. That's not what we want. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're switching up. Palms up rows. So palms up rows. So shoulders down and back, forward fold, rotate from the shoulders. Palms are facing forwards. Here we go. We pull right to our pelvis and then take it up. So hips are back, and we're not going straight up and down. We don't want to turn this into a bicep curl. We're driving the elbows back towards the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. So if you usually do rows with your palms facing in towards each other, you may have to lighten the load to make this comfortable. Make sure we're not squeezing our shoulders in and pulling this way, okay? So no shoulders in towards your chest. Pull them back. Squeeze the shoulder blades in the back. 10 seconds. So this is where we squeeze a pencil between our shoulders. Good. 2 and 1. Bring it up. Short rest. Bicep curl to overhead press. Bicep curl to overhead press. Nice and tall. You can do both at the same time. If your weights are lighter, you can alternate if they're a little heavier. Good, here we go. Bicep curl, overhead press, bring it down. Curl, press. If you want to, absolutely. Bicep curl, overhead press. We want to make sure, especially when we go overhead, I know that if you've got shoulders that are a little sketchy, that you might be arching your back and opening your chest to the ceiling. I want you to pull that belly in. Tuck that tail. It's perfectly all right if your arms go a little forwards versus perfectly up overhead, okay? 10 seconds to go. We're gonna go for lunges. Good. So a little soft knee, brace that core. Always, always bracing our core, tightening up a little when we strength train. Awesome job. We're gonna go for our lunges. I'm just gonna hold on to the weights that I've got. You can change what you're using. Good, 3, 2, and 1. You can do reverse lunges or forward lunges. I like to have people mix it up, but if you have bad knees, they're kind of like, I don't like this. Reverse lunges tend to be a little bit better, a little safer, and a little more comfortable. What tends to happen is when we do a forward lunge, we step forward, and then instead of dropping the back knee to the floor, we step forward and then we push that front knee forwards. We don't want to do that. We want to keep that knee over the shoelaces as much as we can. So stepping backwards tends to make it so that people are able to keep their knees where they need to be. 3, 2, and 1. All right, wide rows, wide rows. So good forward fold. We're gonna angle our palms out a little bit, and we're going to pull wide, okay? Here we go, time is on. Now, if it's not comfortable, bring it in for a more neutral grip. We don't wanna take them all the way out to the side, just at an angle. Nice, good pull. So imagine you had a tutu on, or you're exercising, but for fun, you're wearing a pool floaty, okay? You're wearing a pool ring. So we can't bring it in close because the pool ring is in the way. We still want to get a good squeeze. So my pinkies are kind of pointing towards the corners behind me, and I'm driving my elbows back. My hands are just there to hold the weights. Drive the elbows. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rear delts. We got a lot of back work going on today. We're trying to stick with a lot of upper body because our cardio had a lot of lower body in it. So forward fold. Good. We're gonna bring it out, down, out, and down. So this one, you can alternate. You can do both at the same time. I want you to think about using the back of the shoulder. So a lot of times, what do? We bring it up and we squeeze our shoulders together, which you can. But this round, I want you to see if you cannot squeeze your shoulders together and just use the arm to lift. We don't want to be tucked under, lifting it to the side. That is going to get middle shoulder. That one's good. A little forward fold, soft elbow out to the side, lift. Try changing your hand position, lead with your pinkies or lead with your thumbs. Good, bring it up. We have squats. Nice, basic, nothing fancy, squats. You know what, I'm gonna go a little heavier. I'm feeling okay. Your time is on. So, feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards, squat it down, stand up tall. Now we did our deadlifts already, yes? So we don't want to do our deadlifts again. So we don't want to push our hips back and then fold, okay? Sit your hips back, bring it up. If you are struggling a lot, you may have tight hips or tight ankles. Change your foot position. Take it a little wider. Turn those toes out a little bit towards the corners. Change it to more of a sumo or a little more of a plie. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Press back to a kickback. Press back to a kickback. So nice and tall. Good, forward fold. Press it back, hold it, hands to the shoulders, straighten, and then return. So straight arm, hold it, bend at the elbow, straighten at the elbow, bring it forwards. Press, in, out, and down. This one, it's very tempting to swing it and stay tall. Little forward fold, and again, making sure we're not arching our back, especially on that press back. Little tail feather tuck. Reach, hold it, bring it in, squeeze, and return. You want a weight that you can hold it in that up position, So it might be a little lighter than what you normally do for your press backs. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're gonna take it down to the floor. We have planks and we have oblique crunches. You can absolutely stay up and do a plank on a chair or a countertop, but we're just gonna hold a good plank. Your time is on, so shoulders down and back, over your wrists. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes, you can be on your elbows. Make sure we're not getting our buns up, or we're not holding those weights, those arms way out in front of us. We want to have our shoulders over our wrists. Spread your fingers and try to have your weight evenly distributed from your thumb all the way to your pinky. Okay, sometimes I know if we have uncomfortable and tight wrists, we roll out to the outside edge of our hand. If you need to, roll up a mat underneath your wrists. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Flip it over onto your back or onto your butt. So option 1, right here. Rotate, rotate. Yes. Option 2, on your back. Here we go. We're going to reach and we're going to take our hand over towards our opposite knee. Now, if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, you don't want to do a lot of rotating, you are welcome to just hold right here. Yes? If you can, arms at your chest or make it harder behind your ears. This is our last exercise for our workout. Then we're going to hang out on the floor and do some hip mobility, little shoulder mobility, some stretching. So good reach. We don't want to sit up tall. We want a little lean back. Get those abs working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring it in. Sit back, shake it out. This is a good opportunity to clear your area a little bit. So as you can see, I have almost every dumbbell that I own sitting out in front here. So I'm going to clear my area. We are going to be on hands and knees quite a bit for this mobility segment. So what I want you to do is take your mat, roll it up, put it underneath your wrists. Okay, that's going to give you a little bit of a break. A little bit of pressure is taken off of your wrists. And then if you need to, put something under your knees, okay? You can do some of these exercises standing, but you really, really, really have to watch your technique, even more so than if you were going to be on, your hands and knees. But you can make this work. You can absolutely make this work for you. So give yourself a little bit of space, clear your area, grab a quick drink of water. So we are going to start. We're going to start with our hips. Okay, we did a lot of legs today. Hips seem to be an issue that a lot of people have. We are going to be down on our hands and knees, and we want to think good bird dog type position. So shoulders over your wrists, shoulder width apart, hips over your knees, hip width apart. So we don't want to sit our hips back so they're over our heels. We want to have them right over our knees. We're going to take one leg and we're going to keep the knee on the floor. We're going to internally rotate, take the toe out, bring it back in, out and in. And every time we go out, we try to go just a little bit farther forward. Good, one more. All right, we're going to switch, go to the other side. Brace your core. So the only thing moving is the head of your femur in the socket. So the ball is rotating in the socket. That is it. Good, bring it in, brace your core, tighten up. We're gonna do fire hydrants on the right. Here we go. So we lift and lower. We wanna think only go as high as our leg will lift. We don't wanna go so high that we feel like we're gonna fall over into our opposite side. Good, bring it in, switching sides, brace that core, lift and lower. So that means your elbows are straight, your shoulders are over your wrists, hip is over your knee. Good, bring it in, brace your core, take one arm out, Fingertips just barely touch. Rotate from the shoulder palm up. We're going to lift and hold. Bring it in, switching sides, press that floor away, arm reaches out slightly, rotate from the shoulder palm up, keep it palm up. Your challenge, don't arch your back or lift. Tail feathers tucked. Good, bring it down. We're gonna take that leg out to the side. Toe is pointing forwards in line with your opposite knee. We're gonna rock it back. So try to keep a nice neutral spine, hip to heel, rock it forwards. Take it back and forwards. So we wanna try not to round into a child's pose. Good, bring it in. We're gonna rotate from the hips, see if we can get our toes or our knees to point to the ceiling. And again, if you want, rock it back. If you can't rock it back, just hold. That's okay. This is gonna get a little more hamstring. It's gonna feel a little bit different. Don't let that foot rotate forwards. That's the hard part. Good, now we bring it in and we do rotate it forwards. We're gonna take our opposite hand, thread the needle. Hand is reaching for the toes, and then if you want to, you rock back and you sit your hip towards your heels. Good, bring it in. Switching over to the other side. I'm gonna take it facing a different direction. So take that toe out. Toe is forward, in line with your opposite knee. Rock it back, 5 of them. So you should feel gentle stretching on that inner thigh. 2 and 1, good. Now we're gonna rotate from the hip. So we don't wanna rotate just the foot, from the hip. If you can, rock it back, rock it forwards. So this side, my foot likes to rotate forwards when I rock back. Good, bring it up. We're gonna rotate it back to the front. Opposite arm, thread the needle, drop that shoulder towards the floor. And if you want, rock that hip back to your heel. Good adductor rock back. Nice, thread the needle. Good, bring it in. Switching sides. This is the one that I really don't like to do. Take that leg out like we're doing a rock back. Brace your core. We're gonna lift and hold. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Little shake out. Same leg. We're gonna circle. So we're gonna do donkey kick, circle fire hydrant, and then elbow to knee. Brace your core. We want to make 100% certain that we're not moving from our spine right now. We're just trying to get that knee and hip to rotate. Good, other direction. Bring it to your elbow, fire hydrant. Circle it out and around. Core is braced, low back is protected. Good, bring it in, donkey kick 5 times. 5. Think heel goes to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, let's switch sides. We're gonna take it out for that lift. So don't turn your body, that's the hard part. Here we go, lift it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, bring it in, shake it out. Here's our circles. So donkey kick, circle around, bring it in. Good, go the other direction. Elbow, knee to elbow, fire hydrant, donkey kick. So again, we don't want to round and arch. Last one. Good, now good donkey kicks. Brace your core, squeeze your glute. 5, 4, 3. Here's 2 and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna sit back, child's pose. That's a lot of work for our wrists. So I want you to just straighten them out. Give them a nice deep breath, a nice good reach. Good, so we're gonna go into a wave. So reach those arms out, hips to heels. Now we're gonna imagine we're a wave. We're gonna tuck our chin, round our spine, roll through, and now we're going to come to a plank, or if you're comfortable with it, we're gonna drop our hips and open our chest, mermaid on the rocks. Good, sit the hips back to your heels. Arms reach out, Tuck your chin, round your spine. If you have osteoporosis, you're just gonna come through, keeping a neutral spine to a plank. But if you don't and you're comfortable, you're gonna drop into an up dog. Good, we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna lift up into a plank, and you can be on a knee plank. So we're gonna be in a good plank. We're gonna tuck our toes under, and now we're gonna pull our shoulders down and back, and we're going to lift up into a down dog. Good, and then we're gonna go back to a plank. Yes, you can drop to your knees. Lift the knees, push up into a down dog. Good, take it down. Yes, you can drop to your knees. Lift the knees, push back. Now we're gonna hold the down dog, and we're gonna do little gentle heel drops, kind of a little hip shimmy, side to side. You should not feel pain when you do this. Good. All right, let's bring it back down to a plank. Drop to your knees. Again, sit your hips back to your heels. Give those wrists a break. We have one more exercise we're gonna do on our hands and knees, and then we have a final exercise on our tummies for our shoulders. Good. Now we're gonna bring it back. Again, hands and knees. Brace your core. We're going to do shoulder circles. So lock out those elbows so they do not bend. We're going to take it shoulders up, then squeeze, pull them down, and circle. So core is braced. So moving our shoulders, just a good circle. This one takes a little getting used to, and we typically, what do we start to do? We start to bend our elbows. Good, now we're gonna go the other direction. So circle it up and around. So we're aiming for about 5. Awesome. All right, let's take it down onto our tummies. We're going to squeeze our glutes. We're not gonna lift our upper body high off of the floor. We're gonna take our arms out like we're flying. We're gonna think palms down. So we're gonna lift those arms an inch or 2 off the ground, and now we're gonna do snow angels. So take it out to the side. And when you start to get down towards your hips, keeping the arms off the ground, you're gonna rotate palms up and get those thumbs to your hips. Let's take it back out. We're gonna rotate from the shoulder, reach the arms forwards. Good, take it out to the side. So we're keeping our hands off the floor the entire time, and then we're bringing them up and around. Good, take it out. Good, circle, rotate, lift. Can you get your hands higher than your hips without arching? Good, take it around to the front. We have one more, so take it out. Hovering over, thumbs to your hips. Take it back out to the side, bring it back around to the front. We're gonna just rest our chin on our hands. Nice deep breaths, give the shoulders a break. All right, let's take those hands towards our chest, brace your core, push yourself up and back to a kneeling or a seated position. And I want you to give yourself a nice good pat on the back because you did your 10-10-10 workout for today. Even if you only did the cardio, or even if you only did the strength or the mobility, you still got a workout in today. You did an amazing job, so give yourself a nice good pat on the back. I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you did, let me know in the comments. I'm always wanting to hear from you about things that you would like me to talk about or workouts that you would like me to do. And I hope to see you in class. Have a great day. Bye.